wild teens.
If she wants me to follow her rules, she better follow mine.
Get out of my way now! I'm not even fighting her. That's cracking it.
A 14-year-old drug dealer. What kind of pills do you deal?
Vicodin, Xanax, Ritalin, Adderall.
This 15-year-old lashes out at her own family with profanity and violence. She threw a phone at you, or?
Yes. She said, "You want that phone back?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Okay." Bow! And the blood was dripping.
Have their own parents driven them to the edge?
How do you think it makes me feel when you tell me to go take a handful of pills and die?
How do you think it feels when you tell me that you wish you had an abortion? How do you think that feels?
These teens will get a startling look at their potential future.
You know what I do to you, baby? See, I'll fly over the table at you.
And this mother could give up on her daughter once and for all.
I'm going to go to the courthouse and sign over my maternal rights so she can be grown.
Out of control teen. Today on Trisha. This is Shara, and this is her 14-year-old daughter, Jenna. Now, Shara is devastated that Jenna, who is only in the 8th grade, smokes pot, has unprotected sex with grown men, and admits she is a successful drug dealer. Jenna not only beats up on Shara, but physically and verbally abuses her brother Mike, who suffers from Asperger's syndrome. So this is 14-year-old Jenna.
I'm not out of control. People need to shut the f and mind their own business. I'm a black girl trapped in a white girl's body. I listen to rap music, I do drugs, I sell drugs, and I'm a badass. I smoke 6 blunts a day, I smoke a pound of weed a month, and I smoke cigarettes. I don't do pills, but I sell them. Xanax, Adderall, Ritalin, Vicodin, and sometimes cocaine. I sell 1 in 18 vitamins to kids in middle school for $20. They think they're high, and I think it's funny. I love sex. I have sex all the time. I've had sex with at least 10 dudes, and I have unprotected sex because I can. I don't like my older brother, Mike. Everything about him pisses me off, especially when he breathes. When I get really pissed off at him, I just punch him right in the face, and then it turns into a full-out brawl. My relationship with my mom is messed up. I want to cut her because she keeps me locked up in that stupid house. Mom, I'm tired of you telling me what to do. I just want you to stay the hell out of my life.
Out of control teen.
I drink to cope with her.
Today on Trisha. Please welcome T. T is here because her 15-year-old daughter, Alana, is heading down a path of self-destruction. Now, not only is Alana defiant and disrespectful, she has a dangerous temper. Now, one time during an altercation with T, Alana picked up T and body slammed her to the ground. And the violence doesn't end there. Another time, Alana attacked her younger sister and cut her head open so badly, an ambulance had to be called. Now, these are only a few shocking examples of the behavior of this wild 15-year-old girl. Take a look at this.
My mom tells me that I'm rude, disrespectful, and ignorant, but she needs to realize that she's wasting her breath, and I'm gonna live my life how I want to. When I get home from school and my mom tells me to do something, I tell her she better get the hell out my face because I just got home from dealing with these ignorant black teachers, and she think I'm gonna do something she says? I don't think so. Don't tell me to clean nothing up, vacuum, or do no dishes if I ain't make the mess. You better not get in my face. Don't wake me up if I'm sleeping. When my mom pissed me off, I hit her in the face with my phone, I threw a closet door at her, and I even body slammed her. I hate living in a house with all my family, especially my sister Cece. One day, I pushed Cece into a statue and busted her head open. I don't care because she deserved it. I think that my mom loves my sisters way better than she loves me. My mom needs to understand if she wants me to follow her rules, she better follow mine.
Wow. So, T, let's talk about how out of control Alana is.
Alana has done everything you could possibly imagine. She body slammed me.
And she threw a phone at you? Or?
Yes. Someone put a picture up on Facebook of Alana, and it was something inappropriate. And I said, Alana, I just brought you this phone on New Year's Eve. Give me the phone back. She said, you want that phone back? I said, yeah. She said, okay. Bow!
out and smacked me straight in the face with the phone.
Now, she actually physically abused her. We heard from about Cece, her younger brothers and younger sisters. What did she do?
She took my daughter and slammed her head into a tiger statue. And Cece had like a gush in her head, and the blood was dripping all the way down to her feet. I had to call the ambulance.
Do you resent her for what she's done to your family?
She's destroyed my family.
How do you feel about her as a person? When you look at her, what are the feelings that you get?
But sometimes I feel like I just want to go to the courthouse and sign over my maternal rights.
She's 15 years of age.
Yes.
So let's meet her now. Please welcome Alana.
First of all, I'm a habitual liar. You see the smirk on your face. You're sitting here lying, saying that I just all of a sudden pushed Cece into a statue. First of all, you told her to punch me in my face because I got smart with her, and then I pushed her into a statue. So before you try to make me look like I'm the bad person, you need to tell your side of the story, because right now you're a liar. You're lying. I don't even care what you guys say. Be quiet. Be quiet. Little girl. Little girl. You need a reality check. You need a reality check. Take it down, little girl. I need a reality check. Take it down, little girl. Now you're gonna act like you big in your position. Walk your position. You want to be thinking me. I'm not going to be thinking me. You're a liar. You lied to you. And you said I gave you lied to you. I put you in. Okay, but you said you wish you had your voice down. You said you wish you had no information. She said she wish she had your voice down.
Have a seat, sweetheart. I want to talk to Alana. Alana.
You are very disrespectful.
Hang on, Alana, let me go through some of the things that your mum has told us. True, you body slammed her.
It's true about it.
Why?
Because she punched me in my face.
Who punched you in the
My
face?
sister Sienna, she
So hang
punched me
on,
in my face.
Your sister punches you and you body slam your mum. I don't get that.
No, that's not what happened. What happened was she went to the store during this Hurricane Sandy thing.
Yes.
Me and Sienna was play fighting at first.
Right.
We got into a little. It kind of got serious after she punched me in my face.
Right.
So as we was play fighting, she walked in the house. I pushed Cece, but it was not meant for her to get hit into the face.
You're saying that's an accident?
It was an accident at first, but then she started getting all serious, saying I pushed her purposely into a statue and bust her head open. I would never push somebody into a statue on purpose. It started off from us play fighting, and she making it seem like I just automatically just pushed her into something and busted her head open.
Okay.
That's not what happened.
Girl, why did the ambulance write it up as assault?
Because you told them a totally different story from what happened. You told them a totally different story from what happened, though. You told them a totally different
Okay,
story from what
let me move on from
happened.
that incident, the phone. You threw the phone at your mum. Why? And she told you warned you about putting inappropriate pictures on Facebook.
No, I don't put inappropriate pictures on Facebook because I know she's my friend on Facebook. I'm not that dumb. I'm 15 years old, and I know she's gonna see the pictures. So why would I put inappropriate pictures on Facebook knowing she's friends with me on Facebook?
You do everything else inappropriate.
Okay.
Today on Trisha. All right, look, we're back, and we're in the middle of it. It doesn't stop during the commercial break. Now, today we've been talking to families who say they're desperate to save the futures of their wild teen daughters. Now, both Jenna and Alana feel that maybe they feel so far they don't need to listen to their parents. They need to live their own lives by their own rules. And I've got to say, maybe that's true, but maybe their rules need to be changed. However, my next guest can relate because as a teen, she was out of control. And it led her to a life in a gang. It led her to prostitution. So let's see what she has to say to our young guest today. Please welcome Dawn to the show. Let me wear my teen hat and say, what do you know about this? Who are you?
What don't I know about it? Before I was even your age, I was having sex. I started having sex at 11 years old. Hated my mom, hit on my mom. By the time I was 13, I was selling speed at my high school. By the time I was 14, I was telling my mom that I wished that she was dead. And one day, my mom left me at an airport and never came back. I had to make my way down to Compton, where I was a straight A student by day, and I was a prostitute by night. I was jumped into a gang just so that I could have people to protect me from my tricks. And now I'm a mom. So I'm here from the standpoint of I totally understand you two. I totally understand you two. But I think we need to get to a point where we're hearing them, because I used to be you and I used to be you. And I have to tell you, your voice, I cried backstage because it's only appropriate that you sing Amazing Grace, someone who could save a wretch like you.
Yes.
Because I was a wretch.
And Dawn, you devoted a lot of your life to rescuing young teens.
13 years ago, I bought an apartment building and I spent 10 years rescuing teen prostitutes from the streets because I used to be one. 4,500 kids later, I'm still rescuing.
But what got you to that point? Dawn, from who you were before to that amazing work you just talked about, what made you change?
The reality is that one day, my best friend died. She was the only friend that I had. And I was very suicidal. I was very sad. And one day I had to say to myself, you are responsible for the choices that you make, and you are responsible for your happiness, not your mother, not your father, not your grandparents, not your sister, not your brother. I am responsible for my happiness. And when I made that decision, my whole life changed.
Yes. So you're going to actually help our young ladies do that.
Here's the reality. If you hit on your mom, that's battery. If you are really, truly selling pain pills to, it doesn't matter, kids, adults, that's illegal. So today what I'd like to do is I'd like to take you to jail with me so that you guys can meet some people who made the same exact choices that you made, except they got caught.
But I've made a decision since I sat here. At the end of the day, life is about happiness, just as you said. Life is about choices. So, since Alana wants to be grown, I'm going to give her that. When we get back home, I'm going to go to the courthouse and sign over my maternal rights. So she can be grown. That's it. And then we'll have happiness in my house with my other 3 kids.
Dawn took these 2 teen girls in a transport van.
Because I used to be you and you, I know that things can change.
They headed straight to the Bergen County Jail, home of more than 1,250 inmate beds and 320 correctional officers. After being searched and taken inside this maximum security environment, these 2 very young teen girls were immediately left to be alone in silence, surrounded by the concrete walls of a jail cell. But instead of going home, 14-year-old Jenna, 15-year-old Alana were about to have a one-of-a-kind lecture on life.
You know, if you was my child, you know what I'd do to you? See if I don't fly over the table right here.
From women who now have to call this place home.
I spent a birthday with my family in 5 years.
Everybody's telling you how pretty you is, but guess what? Your prettiness don't mean you're a fighter.
Yeah, fight. My mom.
Yeah,
Do you think you can come in here and do all this to us?
You don't want to be sitting in here.
These female adult detainees made the same mistakes these teens are making now.
Wrong car to sleep around. I got the kicked out of me.
I started stripping, like just the things that I've done.
Selling drugs, disrespecting your mother. You don't understand. I was you.
But these women paid for their mistakes with a complete loss of their freedom.
If someone could have talked to me, maybe I wouldn't be in this place.
You don't want to sit where I'm sitting because I'm in so much pain.
You're so young. You're 14 years old, and it's like you can have a better life. Like I was so young too, but I just didn't get it.
The road I hear you're on, you should just get a jumper now because you're gonna be here.
And that's exactly what happened next.
Awesome. So cute.
As these 2 young girls were put into the same drab green prison garb worn by all of the female inmates.
Smells so bad.
Then they were taken to meet Tanisha.
I was out of control, fighting angry at the world, and like everybody owed me something.
Who's been arrested 184 times from the age of 16 years old.
Look at me, just look at me, look at me. I got false teeth. I'm in a wheelchair. My mother might not live this time by the time I get out of here.
Tanisha, the next day, we brought our teens back to the stage to discuss their change of attitude.
Was jail like you thought it would be? Or did you think it, what did you think it was going to be like?
I didn't think it was going to be like that. Like, it opened my eyes, like what I was doing was wrong, but it was really scary.
And their new outlook was rewarded with some surprise gifts by some very special guests. Aspiring actress Jenna will receive acting lessons from Rebecca McTaggart of the renowned performance workshop.
I don't even know what to say. Thank you.
Golden-voiced singer Alana will get help taking her talent to the next level from legendary vocal coach Terry Taylor.
Wow, thank you.
I sincerely believe that given the opportunity to pursue their passions, these young ladies can move on to live amazing and inspiring lives.